Hello and welcome. So, I'm going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Tuesday, the 3rd of June. We're in June, aren't we? June 2025, and our setter is Wurm. So, Wurm is one of the setters who gives us one puzzle a month. We've had 5 from him or her this year. I had a quickest of, well, I've got a couple of fails actually. Quick fail of 7 minutes and a quick fail last month of 17 minutes where I couldn't spell brontosaurus. And in between that got some 11, 12s and 14s. So bit of a range, but I think they are achievable. So I'm going to reset timer and crack on. Man seemingly going to great lengths for poet. Feels like something like Shakespeare or something, doesn't it? He's not a poet though. 1 cent from Wordsworth, maybe. Wordsworth. 1 cent from Bow in a right ding dong. It's a cockney and a bow, arrow, ding dong bell. Dancing along with an African. Dancing along with an Angolan, I suppose. Angolan. Greek character, she pays badly for dish. She pays is 7 letters with a Greek character on the front. Dish. Not sure. Nothing to say for sister. Can't be ego, can it? None. None? None. Nothing is none. Sound like. Scientist unfamiliar with nitrogen. Nitrogen is, I think it's an N. Strange, rum, odd. Reputation, British sailors have it around east. Ooh, British sailors, reputation is your name, British, BR. Don't know. Evil one, Lionel, disheartened. Evil one, so just ill. Okay, that's simple. Nice. Crackers are able to expand. What? Crackers are able to. I think it's anagram, isn't it? Are able to expand is to. Don't know. King backed an extremely wicked activity. Wicked could be to do with wicks and candles. Extremely wicked would be WD. King back down. With a K and A. Wicked, sinful. Not sure about that. Blasts waste by sun. Rot. Blast. Well, sun is an S, so it's probably going to end in that. By sun. Waste. Blast. Endless parking in streets. Regulated. P in streets is 6, isn't it? Is that anagram of pin? No, it can't be. It's T-R-E-E-T. Yeah, streets. P in. No, it can't because there's no anagram indicator. Okay, well let's have a look at the nouns. Animal rootled at first in poor soil. I assume that's an R going into an anagram of soil for an animal, which would be a... can't be a lion. Not coming to me. Enjoy wrestling with a sow. Absolutely not. A sow is a type of... is it a cow or a pig? It's a pig, isn't it? Enjoy wrestling with a sow. Absolutely not. No. No way, man. Love female. OF. Struggling with 4 problems. 4 problems. Love. Female. F. 4 problems. Was it 4 problems? It's 4. What's 4? Stage left, for example. That's a leg. 4 legs. Flim flam. Is that word meaning love, or is that beginning with an O? Not sure. What's that? No, look actually. No idea what that's going. On that. Men Network and partly in Floridian Resort. Tampa, Miami. Men Network and Party. Orlando. Okay. Orlando. Or what is men? Oh, ordinary ranks. Okay. Can't think of those. Ordinary seamen. Brios? Don't know. Okay, let's come back to that. Man is free with plonk, light red. Surely some kind of wine, isn't it? Man is free with plonk, light red. Is it a wine or is it a sign? Let's put an E there for wine. Okay. Direct instruction, Edward Lear, discover no nonsense. Edward Lear, who wrote nonsense poems. Okay. That completely blows that out one at the moment. I'm going to come back to that, I think, rather than try and build it. Contemplate large drink or experience its effect. Contemplate large drink. C double. There's my E for all. Defensive structure great for the Scots hero. William Wallace, Wall Ace. Lovely. Measure chasm in area near steamship. Measureless, sorry. We've got an S there, haven't we? Chasm in area near steamship. Measureless could be take off the M from chasm near steamship. Is that an SS? We've got area would be an A. Measureless. I don't like that. Don't like where that's going. A trotter, possibly for cooking. Okay, so that's not. I was going to say that's an anagram, but it isn't. A trotter. Just the name of an animal, like a horse or something. Long dashes in Eastern manuscript. M's. Yeah, M's. Eastern MS for manuscript. Okay, so that's all the clues done. That's not great, it's not bad. Man seeming to go to great lengths. That's Longfellow, isn't it? I suppose. Longfellow, yeah. I do know the name of a poet. Hurrah. Oh, there's the female. So, struggling with 4 problems. I don't want to do 4. Leg. Lame. Okay, yeah, leg problems. Lame. To be lame. Fair enough. That must be no. Enjoy. Absolutely no. Don't have a cow, man. Enjoy wrestling with set. No. Pig. No. Something. I don't know. Right. Animal. Oh, it's this blooming anagram that I can't work out. Lyros. What's Lyros? Lyros. Loires. Lysol. Los. Animal. Impus. Poor soil. I'm trying to anagram it in my head and cannot get there. Okay, let's have a look at this one. The Greek dish she pays badly, so I'm going to have to just... What's that last bit? I'm just trying to see if I can figure out what that'll be. It's going to be an S. Dish. Hess. Pess. Yes. Okay, I have to write it out, I think. She pays. Got rid of an E and an S so far. Okay, we've got shepherd's pies. Not pies. This British reputation is British sailors have around East. Well, there's my E for East. British sailors have. Reputation surely ends. Surely starts with B. And sailors are. I wonder if have is correct. B renown must be renown. What is that renown? Is renown spelled like renown? Northwest O-N-E-R doesn't really work. Renown. I can't see what goes in there. That's weird. Scientist unfamiliar with nitrogen. It's on here. King backed an extremely wicked activity. Oh. This is endless parking in streets regulated. Endless. Crackers are able to expand. Is that anagram of are able to? I think it is, isn't it? I did think that before. A-R-E-A-E-B-L-T-O, which is something able. Able. Terrible. Terrible. I know able's in the clue, so it can't be able. Ignore that. Blimey. Let's try again. A-A-E-E-O-R-B-L-T. And there's no N and E. Ugh, what have I got? I'm just going to have a look at this one actually, because I'm thinking about I need a 2-letter character, which would be pipes. Pippies, fish, new, mushy peas, there we are. Moo, got to moo there. Mushy peas. A dish I would not get. No sty. Enjoy wrestling with a sow. No. Absolutely not. No way. Oh, is that just an anagram? No. Oh, with a sow. That's an anagram of enjoy, isn't it? No way. And a sow. Is that right? So I need 9 letters. Yeah, enjoy. Oh gosh, more anagrams. Enjoy. A sow. So it's got nothing to do with pigs, has it? No way. No way, John. Sow. S-W. We've got rid of the N. O. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, no way, Jose. Are we heading for a pangram here or something? I've got rid of an E off that other clue. Yeah. Elaborate, that is. Elaborate. Okay. Crackers to expand. Crackers. Elaborate. Not sure I get that really. A trotter. I'll put the A in, didn't I? Well, I had the A in my head. Possibly for cooking. Cooking not my strong point. Measureless chasm in area. A for area. Abyss. By. Yes, of course. Okay, that's fair enough. Extremely wicked activity. Back to an extremely wicked activity. King. Is that going to be like G-R-A-N, granary? Candles. Candlery. Something to do with candles. What would that be? Man is free with Plonk. Light red. No idea, I've got W here, and 1 cent from bow in a right ding dong. Arrow. Arrow? That's a. What's this? I don't even know what this is. A loris then. Okay, that's why I couldn't. That's why I couldn't unravel that anagram, because I've very vaguely heard of a loris. This, Newton. I'm familiar with nitrogen. New to N. Okay, very good. I'll give you that one. New to N. Arrow. 1 cent from bow in a right. Oh, right ding dong. A-R row. Okay, row. Row, whatever. Yep. Don't do with cockneys then. Very good. Man is free. Is free. With plonk. I think plonk is wine. Gosh. Something A, something M, something N. Wine, I suppose. Man is free. There's man again. If that was wine, I don't think it is though. King backed. An extremely wicked activity. And this, endless parking in streets regulated. It does feel like it wants to be an anagram, you know. Oh, maybe it's anagram parking in streets. Endless is the word I'm looking for. P in STRTSEE. Get rid of it. Gosh, get rid of loads of S's. Get rid of loads of E's. Which leaves me TRTPN and one I. Okay. Endless. Tense. I mean, you would think there has to be an I or a P, doesn't it, really? It could be T. Tests. Persistent. Persistent. Okay. And if I can type it, that'll be even better. A trotter. Possibly for cooking. A. Blasts are. Waste is bish. Rot. Ugh. This is not a nice puzzle at all. Which is no surprise, because Wurm can be a bit nasty sometimes. But this will be my slowest of the year. Reputation is renowned. British sailors have around East. But I don't understand why that would be British sailors. Be known. Be British sailors. If that was renowned. What we've got just some garbage really. NWONR going backwards around East. That doesn't really work. This man is free with plonk. Plonk is wine, I think, and light red would give you. But I don't want to do man is free. Man. I don't know if that's an E really. King back. So king is either R or K, isn't it really? Or the name of one. If that was a K. If that was K, that'd almost certainly have to be an N, wouldn't it? K-N-A. Back to N-A. Naively. Extremely wicked. Activity is... Extremely is very. Wicked. I'm making this up. Knave. Lee. Active. Wicked. Evil. Felly. See if we can get that to be a K. Man is free. Such an anger, a man is free. I don't really know what to put in there actually. Something A, something M, something N. Gammon. Man is free, but like red. Gammon. Pink. Maybe that's a pink. Ah, yeah, that's a pink. What's that going to be though? If that's light red, it's something pink. Why is plonk? Just an anagram with man is plonk. Okay, let's go with that. Man is plonk. Gosh, we have had a lot of anagrams today, if that's the case. Man is plonk. Yeah, I think it is. K-N-I-P M-A leaves me S-L-O-N, I think. Salmon pink. Gosh, okay. Which makes this, I think this is naively, but I'm not sure really, I can't think. So back king is K, back to An is N-A, good. And then extremely wicked is very, knavery. Knavery? Extremely is very. Wicked activity is knavery. I think, yeah, you're a knave, okay, so I'll go with that. I don't understand what that's going to be. British sailors have it around East. Don't understand where my N is coming from. Sailors are TARS, ordinary seaman, OS. But I can't think what that would be. B for British would be Be known, be known, be known. Be sown. And these two are just a bit of a mystery. A trotter, possibly for cooking. Blasts waste by sun. Right, I'm going to put this on pause while I think to myself. Okay, almost immediately, I'm in 27. I've gone, maybe that's blows for blasts, and then that would definitely be a foot. Something is a foot, so something is cooking. Waste, blow. Is waste a blow? I think blasts and blows are good enough. I'm going to go with that. Not very happy with it. Which leaves this one. Renown. Soldiers have a round east. The B looks very like it needs to be there. B, E, and then sailors are B, E. I mean, to be fair, all the wordplay has been there on this so far, so it shouldn't be that hard. But I can't think of a word for sailors. That would fit in there. Nonsense and Orlando are correct. I'll take that out for a minute while I think about it. So if that was renown, reputation, British sailors. That was yeah, BE, so yeah, it's own, isn't it? So own is to have. Renown? British sailors, RS? Be known? Be known? B. What are sailors then? Renown. RN. Royal Navy. Ah, yes, good. Yeah, I got it. No nonsense. Okay, that was hard to break down. Got there eventually. Right, 22 minutes. Wow. What do we got? Let's have a look. Let's go through. Okay, so we've got a cryptic kind of definition here. Man seemingly going to great lengths. Well, for a poet. Well, the poet in question is Longfellow. And you can see that's kind of wordplay on a man. A man is a fellow, and great lengths is long, so Longfellow. Fair enough. One sent from Bow. So this is kind of this surface of Bow with a capital B is misleading you to think we're talking about cockneys, but actually we're just talking about a bow and arrow. And we've got A in the clue, we've got R for right, and then we've got a ding dong. Is a row, having a ding dong, having a row. Arrow. Right, dancing, and then we've got along an is an anagram of Angolan. So along an, dancing is your anagram indicator, and an African. Well, obviously an Angolan is someone from Angola, which is in Africa. We've got the Greek character of mu. Is that how you say it? Mu. And then we've got she pays is an anagram for the rest of is an anagram, which is indicated by badly, which gives you the dish of mushy peas. I mean, I don't think. Well, it's a side dish, I think. I don't think it's really a dish, but there you go. We've got a sound like here of none, so N-O-N-E gives you a nun, which so none for nothing, and none for the sister in the convent. Like this one, Isaac Newton, unfamiliar with nitrogen, so he is new to N for nitrogen. Yeah, very good. Might be an old chestnut from quite a long time about that one, I think. Definitely haven't seen it in the last 3 or 4 years, but I think it probably does happen. Reputation is renown. We've got the British sailors are the RN, the Royal Navy. Have is to own, going around E for East. Evil is ill. One is an I, and Lionel disheartened is take the letters out of Lionel, which leaves you 2 L's, which gives you ill. Crackers are able to expand. Well, it's definitely an anagram of are able to. I think. Oh yeah, it's not elaborate, it's elaborate. So elaborate on that. Can you expand on that? Tell me more about it. Is to expand or expand, should I say? Crackers is your anagram indicator. King is K, chess notation. Back to An, so put NA backwards, and then extremely is very. That's extremely silly, very silly, which gives you knavery, which is a wicked activity. Blasts, well, blasts are blows. Waste is blow by S for sun. I'm not very familiar with blow being waste. Okay, if you waste your money, you blow your money. You blow your cash, blow it. Yep, fair enough. Endless is persistent. Definition, and then we've got P for parking, so that's a standard abbreviation with in streets, so P in streets, anagram indicator is regulated. On the downs, what do we got on the downs? We've got the unknown animal for me, a loris. I couldn't tell you what that is. I kind of think it's a tree-dwelling beast, like a sloth or something, but that's probably because it's got the same number of letters to it, and it's got an L-O in it and an S. I don't know, a loris, or it's a kind of gazelle. That's normally what these two things can be. I don't know what a loris is, but anyway, it's an animal of some sort. Rootled at first is just saying take the R of rootled and then put it in an anagram of soil. Poor is your anagram indicator. We've got an anagram here of enjoy a sow. Wrestling with is your anagram indicator, and absolutely not is no way, Jose. Don't know if anyone said that in the last 30 years, but there we go. So your love is your flame, should we say? And F for female, and then struggling with 4 problems. So the 4 here relates to leg. So if you've got leg problems, you might be lame. A stage of a race is a leg of a race. We've got alpha leg, alpha left, sorry, and EG for example. Men in this case is OR for ordinary ranks, so I think that's in the army. Network is a LAN, which is a local area network. And a party is a DO, which gives you Orlando, the Floridian resort in Florida. We've got another anagram here of man is plonk. Free with is your anagram indicator, and light red is salmon pink. A direct instruction, Edward Lear disregarded. I'm just trying to break down what the exact wording is going on here. So Edward Lear wrote nonsense poems, so obviously he disregarded. Don't put any put no nonsense into this. And if you're being direct, then you're being no nonsense. To contemplate is to see large. Contemplate is to see large. Drink is a double. Contemplate see. I'm not sure about that. Contemplate see. Okay, well, contemplate large drink is C double, which is the experience of drinking too much alcohol, maybe. Defensive structure is great, so a defensive structure is a wall, and great is, that's ace. And Scott's hero, so if you've ever seen Braveheart, William Wallace was the Scott's hero in that. A measureless chasm is an abyss. We've got an area is A, near is by, and steamship is SS. Clever little bit of wordplay there. A is in the clue. A trotter is the foot of a creature like a pig. Possibly just saying it's an example of that. And cooking. Something is cooking. Something is a foot. And I think finally we've got long dashes. So M's are long dashes, particularly in printing. And we've got in. So E for Eastern, and then MS for manuscript. So there we go. All done. 2211. Gosh, that was one of the tougher ones in a while. Thanks for watching.